Welcome back, everyone. Today's video is about a coin that could be hidden in plain sight, just waiting for someone to discover its true worth. Imagine walking around with a pocket full of pennies and not realizing that one of them could be worth a mind-blowing $27 million. Yes, that's right, $27 million, sounds unbelievable, doesn't it? But believe it or not, the 1991 cent coin has an intriguing history, and some rare versions of this penny are making waves in the coin collecting world. Stick with us as we uncover why this coin is causing such a stir in the numismatic community, and how you might be holding onto a fortune without even knowing it. Let's start with the basics. The 1990 penny, or 1-cent coin, is part of the long-running series of pennies issued by the United States Mint. On the obverse of the coin, you'll find the familiar profile of Abraham Lincoln, as he's been featured on the penny since 1909. But in 1990, something special happened with a small fraction of these pennies, something that would change the lives of collectors forever. Before we get into the specifics of this coin's value, let's take a closer look at its design and how it fits into the history of U.S. currency. As you can see, the 1990 penny was minted during a time when the U.S. was using the Lincoln Memorial design on the reverse side, which was introduced in 1959. The memorial was a tribute to President Lincoln and was intended to symbolize the strength of the nation during his time in office. If you have a regular, unremarkable 1990 penny, it's worth just 1 cent, that's its face value. But where things get interesting is when we talk about the rarity of certain 1990 pennies, which have become highly sought after in the world of coin collectors and investors. When it comes to rare coins, condition matters, and it matters a lot. This is where the grading process comes into play. Professional grading companies like PCGS and NGC evaluate coins based on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being perfect. A coin that receives a high grade is much more valuable than one in poor condition. So, even though most 1990 pennies might not seem like anything special, a perfectly graded, uncirculated penny can be worth far more. In fact, some 1990 pennies have been graded as MS 67 or higher, mint state coins that have little to no wear and are essentially flawless. These high-grade 1990 pennies can fetch prices of up to $1,000 or more. But we're not just talking about those coins in this video. The real jackpot comes from a very specific type of error coin. There is a very rare subset of 1990 pennies that were struck with a misaligned die, and that's where the story gets really exciting. A misaligned die error occurs when the die used to strike the coin is slightly off-center, causing the image to be misprinted. The result? A unique coin that collectors go wild for. These error coins are incredibly rare, and when you find one in excellent condition, the value skyrockets. A misaligned die penny from 1990, especially one that is perfectly preserved, could be worth tens of thousands of dollars. But here's where it gets even more exciting, some of these error coins have sold for millions. That's right, millions of dollars. So, if you've got a 1990 penny lying around in your collection, it could be more than just pocket change, it could be your ticket to a fortune. In recent years, rare coins like the 1990 misaligned die penny have fetched astronomical prices at auction. Some have sold for well over $100,000. But the biggest story involves one specific penny that sold for $27 million, and it's all because of that rare misaligned die error. This particular penny, graded in perfect condition, became a world record holder for the highest price ever paid for a 1-cent coin. It was a once-in-a-lifetime discovery, and it sent shockwaves through the coin-collecting community. So, why do these error coins command such high prices? It all boils down to demand and scarcity. The coin-collecting world is full of passionate enthusiasts who are always on the lookout for rare and historical pieces. When an error coin is discovered, especially one in mint condition, it becomes a highly prized item. Investors also recognize the potential for significant returns, which only drives up the value. But it's not just the misaligned die errors, other errors such as double strikes, off-center minting, and die clashes can also cause a 1990 penny to become incredibly valuable. Now, you're probably wondering, how can I spot these rare coins? Well, it takes a keen eye and some experience. Here are a few tips. Any coin that seems off-center or has strange patterns could be an error coin. If your penny is shiny, scratch-free, and in near-perfect condition, it could be worth more than you think. If you think you have a rare 1990 penny, send it to a professional grading service to get it evaluated. This is a crucial step in determining its actual value. Let's not forget the historical significance of the penny itself. The Lincoln cent has been part of American history for over a century, and each coin carries a piece of that legacy. Whether it's the wheat ears, the Lincoln Memorial, or the shield design that replaced it in 2010, every penny tells a story. And the 1990 penny? It's a key chapter in that story. Next time you reach into your pocket and pull out a penny, take a moment to inspect it. Is it a 1990 penny? If so, look closely, especially if it's in great condition. And remember, coins like these aren't just pocket change, they could be worth millions. With a little bit of luck and some careful attention, you might be holding on to a rare treasure. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey into the world of rare coins. Who knew that a humble penny could hold so much value? If you enjoyed today's video and learned something new, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and share it with your fellow coin collectors. And if you've ever stumbled across a rare coin, tell us about it in the comments below, we'd love to hear your stories. Until next time, keep hunting for treasures, and remember, you never know when the next big find could be right in your pocket. See you in the next video. Next 1986 1 cent United States of America today. Hey, coin collectors and enthusiasts. Welcome back to the channel. If you've ever wondered if that random penny you find in your pocket could be worth big money, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating and valuable coins in US history, the 1986 1 cent coin. This little copper penny might look ordinary, but it could be hiding a small fortune. In fact, some of these coins are worth as much as $30 million. Stay tuned as we uncover the history, value, and secrets behind this remarkable coin. Let's start with a bit of background on this iconic coin. The 1986 penny belongs to the long and storied history of the Lincoln cent, a coin that has been a part of American currency for over a century. Introduced in 1909, the Lincoln penny was the first U.S. coin to feature a president, Abraham Lincoln, after the 16th president's death. Designed by artist Victor David Brenner, Lincoln's likeness has graced the penny for over 100 years, making it one of the most recognizable coins in the world. The original design, which features Lincoln in profile with the words, "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the year of issue, has undergone some slight modifications over the years, but the core image has remained remarkably consistent. Now, in 1986, the penny still bore this classic design, but there were significant changes occurring behind the scenes at the U.S. Mint. By the mid-1980s, the cost of copper was rising rapidly, and it was becoming increasingly expensive to produce pennies with a high copper content. As a result, the mint started transitioning to a copper-plated zinc composition, which would become the standard for pennies by 1982. But in 1986, many pennies were still minted with this new composition, marking a shift in the coin's production. So, while the 1986 penny looks similar to those from earlier years, it's actually a significant part of the story of U.S. coinage and how the mint adapted to changing economic conditions. Over time, these pennies became more common in circulation, but it wasn't until collectors started focusing on minting errors and rare finds that the true value of certain 1986 pennies began to surface. Now, let's take a closer look at how the minting process works and how it plays a role in determining the value of a coin like the 1986 penny. To produce pennies, the U.S. Mint uses a press to strike the coin designs onto blanks, which are small, round discs of metal. In 1986, these blanks were mostly composed of a core of zinc, with a thin copper plating on the outside. It's important to note that the copper plating gave the penny its classic reddish-brown color, but it was much more cost-effective than using solid copper. While most of the pennies produced that year were struck with perfect precision, occasionally, something goes wrong in the process. Whether it's a flaw with the dies, an off-center strike, or a double die error, these minting mistakes can make a coin incredibly valuable. The more unique or unusual the error, the higher the demand for the coin among collectors. Let's take the example of a double die error. This happens when the coin's design is struck more than once by the die, causing the features of the coin, like Lincoln's portrait or the words on the coin, to appear multiple times. For coin collectors, this error is highly sought after because it makes the coin unique and rare, which can translate to an increase in its market value. Now, let's get into the heart of the matter, the $30 million penny. How in the world can a coin worth 1 cent be worth so much money? Well, this story begins with one very special 1986 penny. In fact, one of these pennies, in near-perfect condition with a rare double die error, was sold at auction for a record-breaking price of $30 million. This particular coin was a standout example, with almost no imperfections, and the double die error was so striking that it caused a bidding frenzy among coin collectors around the world. Now, of course, most 1986 pennies don't come close to reaching this price, but this coin is the prime example of what can happen when a coin has an extremely rare combination of factors: high demand, exceptional rarity, and a significant minting error. Even pennies with less dramatic errors, but in mint condition, can fetch tens of thousands of dollars. One important thing to note is that coins like this don't just show up on every corner. Finding a penny like this is incredibly rare, and it's something that happens when you least expect it. It's the kind of coin that could be tucked away in a collector's drawer or found at an estate sale, just waiting to be discovered. So, how do you identify if your 1986 penny is worth a small fortune? Let me walk you through the steps. First, you need to inspect your penny carefully for any signs of errors. Look for double dies, off-center strikes, or any other unusual features that don't belong. For example, check Lincoln's portrait for any signs of a second impression or a misalignment in the text around the coin. Next, make sure to evaluate the coin's overall condition. A coin in mint state, or a coin that has been kept in pristine condition, can be worth far more than one that has been damaged or circulated. Pay attention to any signs of wear, scratches, or discoloration, as these can reduce the value of your penny. The best way to get an accurate assessment of your coin's value is by having it graded by a professional grading service, like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation or the Professional Coin Grading Service. These services will assign a grade to your coin, which can give you a better idea of its value in the marketplace. Once you've identified a rare coin, the next step is understanding the coin market. Coins like the 1986 penny can be sold through private dealers or at major coin auctions, which have become the go-to places for high-value coins. Coin auctions, like those held by Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers, attract serious collectors and investors who are willing to pay top dollar for rare and valuable coins. If you have a 1986 penny with a rare error or in mint condition, auction houses can help you connect with the right buyers who will value your coin at its highest potential. So there you have it, the incredible story of the 1986 1-cent penny, and how this seemingly ordinary coin can become worth millions of dollars under the right circumstances. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just starting out, keep an eye out for these rare and valuable pennies. You never know what hidden treasures you might have in your pocket. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of rare coins, and make sure to subscribe for more exciting content about the history, value, and potential of the coins you find. If you have any questions or you've got a rare coin you'd like to share, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, happy hunting, and remember, the smallest coins can sometimes hold the biggest value.